We are asked to find 25% of 480. 25% imply 25 divided by 100, and of in mathematics means multiplication, then by 480. Then this 0 is going to cancel the 0. 25 divided by 10 is going to give us 2.5, then multiply by 48. Then 2.5 multiplied by 48 is going to give us 120. So therefore, 120 is 25% of 480. A car traveled 240 kilometers in 4 hours. What is the average speed? So to solve this question, we're going to recall the formula for speed. So speed is given as distance all over time. So from the question here, the distance that this car covers is 240 kilometers. So in place of distance, we're going to replace 240 kilometers in the numerator, then over time in the denominator, and the time it covers is in 4 hours. So time is going to be 4 hours. So now we're going to divide. 240 divided by 4 is going to give us 60, then kilometer per hour. So this is the answer to this question. We are asked to solve for the value of x given 5x minus 7 is equal to 18. So this is linear equation. What we're going to do is to first take this constant to the right hand side of this equation. So we're going to have 5x equal to 18, and when this negative cross to the right hand side become positive 7. So this is going to be 5x equal to 18 plus 7 is going to give us 25. Now to get the value of x, we need to eliminate this 5 by dividing both sides by 5. We also do the same thing to the right hand side, so that this 5 is going to cancel this 5. We are left with x, which is equal to 25 divided by 5 is going to give us 5. So therefore, 5 is the value of x that satisfies this equation. The sum of two numbers is 40 and the difference is 8. Then find the two numbers. So the two numbers are unknown. So we can use x and y to represent the two unknown. Now, if you look at the first line of the equation, the sum of two numbers is 40. So that means these are the two numbers which is unknown. X plus y is equal to 40. Then if you go forward, and the difference is 8. So the difference of these two numbers is 8. So x minus y is going to be 8. Now we are asked to find the value of the two numbers, which is going to be x and y. So this is a simultaneous equation. We're going to solve it simultaneously. So we can name this as equation 1. We name this as equation 2. Now what we're going to do is to add the two equations together. X plus s is going to give us 2x. Then y minus y is going to be 0, which is going to be equal to 40 plus 8 is going to give us 48. Now to get the value of x, we're going to divide both sides by this coefficient, which is 2. Then we do the same thing so that this 2 is going to cancel the 2. X will be equal to 48 divided by 2 is going to give us 24. So the value of x is going to be 24. Now to get the value of y, we're going to replace this value of x to any of the equation. Now let's replace it to equation 1. So from equation 1, we have x plus y equal to 40. So at x equal to 24, this is going to be 24 in place of x plus y equal to 40. Then we take this 24 to the right hand side, become y equal to 40. When positive cross is going to be negative 24. Then 40 minus 24 is going to give us 16. So therefore, the two numbers is going to be 24 and 16. If x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2, then we are asked to evaluate this expression. So all we're going to do, anywhere we see x and y in this expression, we're going to replace 3 and 2 respectively. So this is going to be 2. Then in place of this x, we replace this value, which is going to be 3. Then to the power of 2 plus 3. Then in place of y, we're going to replace 2. Now we simplify. First of all, we start this with this one that have exponent. 3 to power 2 implies 3 multiplied by 3, which is going to be 9. Then 9 multiplied by 2 is going to give us 18. Then plus 3 multiplied by 2 is going to be 6. Then 18 plus 6 is going to give us 24. So therefore, 24 is the value of this expression, given x is 3 and y is 2. What is the probability of having an odd number in a single toss of a fair die? You know, a fair die has 6 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is the possible outcome of a single toss of a fair die. But if you look at this question, an odd number in a single toss. So if you check the odd number, here are 1, 3, and 5. Then we are asked to find the probability of having an odd number in a single toss of a fair die. So the probability now is going to be equal to the numbers of the favorable outcome, which is the odd 1, 2, 3, then divided by the possible outcome. And the possible outcome is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because it has 6 faces. So we're going to have 3 over 6. And 3 over 6 can be reduced to 3 can go into 3 one time over 3 can go into 6 two times. So the answer is 1 over 2. or 0.5. A man bought a television on high purchase for 25,000 naira, of which he paid 10,000 naira. If he pays the balance in 8 equal installments, then we are asked to find the value of each installment. So the first thing we're going to do is to get the balance that the man owes. So the man bought the television 25,000 naira, which is going to be the actual cost. Then he paid 10,000 naira. So we minus 10,000. So the balance is going to be 25,000 minus 10,000 is going to remain 15,000. So this is the actual balance. Then the question say, if he pays the balance in 8 equal installments, then we are asked to find the value. So to pay this balance in equal 8 installments is going to be the balance, which is 15,000 divided by 8 installments. 15,000 divided by 8 is going to give us 1,875 naira. The probability that Kolo and Ada pass the exam are 3/4 and 3/5 respectively. Then we are asked to find the probability of both failing the exam. So what we're going to do is to find out the probability of their success. So the probability of Kolo pass the exam is 3/4, and the probability of Ada pass the exam is 3/5. But remember, we are asked to find the probability of both of them failing. Now, to get the probability of failure from this success is going to be 1 minus probability of success for Kolu, which is going to give us the LCM is going to be 4, then over 4 multiplied by 1 is going to be 4, then 4 minus 3 is the same as 1. So this is the probability of failure for Kolu. Now, to get the probability of failure for Ada is going to be 1 minus probability of success, which is 3/5, which is going to be equal to the LCM is 5, then over 5 multiplied by 1 is going to be 5, and 5 minus 3 is going to be 2. So now, to get the probability of both of them failing, we are going to multiply these two failing, which is going to be 1/4 multiplied by 2/5, which is going to be equal to 1 multiplied by 2 is 2 over 4 multiplied by 5 is going to give us 20. And this can be reduced to 2 can go into 2 1 time, and 2 can go into 20 10 times. So the answer is going to be 1/10. If two events x and y are mutually exclusive, probability of x is 1/3 and probability of y is 2/5. Then we are asked to use the above information to answer question 9 and 10. So question 9, we are asked to find the probability of x intersection y. Mutually exclusive of two events, meaning the two events can never occur. So to get the intersection of the two events that can never occur is going to be 0. Now, question number 10, we are asked to find probability of x union y. So this one, the formula is going to be the probability of the first event plus the probability of the second event minus the probability of the first event intersection second event. Now, from the question, the probability of x is given as 1/3. Then plus the probability of y is 2/5. Then minus the probability of x intersection y that can never occur is going to be 0. So minus 0, then we can cancel this. Now we're going to add these two fractions together. So let's use cross multiplication method. 5 times 1 is going to be 5. Then 3 times 2 is going to give us 6. Then we add the 2 together. 5 plus 6 is going to be 11 over 3 multiplied by 5 is going to give us 15. So therefore, the answer to number 10 is going to be 11/15. A husband contributes 7% of his income into fund, and his wife contributes 4% of her income into the same fund. If the husband earned 5,500 naira and his wife earned 4,000 naira, we are asked to find the sum of their contribution to the fund. So the first thing we need to do is to find the contribution of the wife and the husband. So from the question, you can see 7% of the husband's income, and he is earned 5,500 naira. So this is going to be 7% of 5,500 naira. And 7% meaning 7 divided by 100 multiplied by the income, which is 5,500 naira. So this 0 is going to cancel this 0. This 0 is going to cancel this 0. 7 multiplied by 55 is going to give us 385 naira. So this is the husband contribution. Now to get the wife contribution, this is going to be the wife contribute 4% and she earned 4,000. So this is going to be 4% or 4 divided by 100 multiplied by the income 4,000, which is this 0 is going to cancel this 0. This 0 will cancel this 0. Then 4 multiplied by 40 is going to give us 160. So therefore, the husband contributes 385 naira and the wife contributes 160. They are asked to find the sum of their contribution. So the sum implies the contribution for the husband, which is 385, plus the contribution of the wife, which is 160. So when we add these two together, it's going to give us 545 naira. So this is their sum of contribution. If 2x ratio x plus 1 is equal to 3 ratio 2, then what is the value of x? So if you look at this equation, 2x ratio x plus 1. So this is going to be the same as 2x divided by x plus 1, which is equal to 3 ratio 2 is going to be the same as 3 divided by 2. Now we're going to solve for the value of x from this equation. If you are given two fractional equations, the best way is just to cross multiply. So this 2 is going to multiply 2x. We're going to have 4x, which is equal to 3 is going to multiply x plus 1. Now, the next thing we're going to do is to open this bracket. So 3 multiplied by x is going to give us 3x. 3 multiplied by 1 is going to give us 3. Now, we combine the like term by taking this 3x to make this 4x. So this is going to be 4x. When positive number cross an equality sign, is become negative 3x, which is equal to, then we have positive 3 in the right hand side. 4 minus 3x is going to give us 1x, which is the same as x, equal to 3. So therefore, 3 is the value of x that satisfies this equation. The price of a liter of petrol is increased from 30 naira to 39 naira. Then, what is the percentage increase in the cost of a liter of petrol? Now, to calculate the percentage increase, the first thing we need to do is to find the increase. Now, to get the increase, as you can see from the question, the original price is 30 naira. Then it increased from this 30 naira to 39 naira. So the increase is going to be 39 minus 30 naira, which is going to give us 9 naira. So this is the increase. Now, to calculate the percentage increase now is going to be equal to the increase price divided by the original price, multiply it by 100. So the increase, it increased by 9 naira over the original price of 13 naira, then multiply it by 100, which is going to be equal to, this 0 is going to cancel this 0. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Then 3 multiplied by 10 is going to give us 30%. So therefore, the percentage increase is 30% from 30 naira to 39 naira. If children share 5,000 naira among themselves in the ratio of 5:2:3, then how much is the largest share? So all we're going to do, first of all, from the equation, the amount is 5,000 naira. Then the ratio is 5:2:3. So we're going to get the sum of the ratio, which is going to be 5 plus 2 plus 3, which is going to give us 10. So 10 is the sum of the ratio. So we're going to divide this amount by the sum of the ratio. So we're going to have 5,000 divided by 10, which is going to give us 500 naira. Now, to do the sharing, remember the question say the largest share. So the largest share is going to be the largest ratio, which is going to be this 5. So the share now is going to be 5, which is the largest, then multiply by 500 naira. So 5 multiplied by 500 is going to give us 2,500 naira. So therefore, the share of the largest person is going to be 2,500 naira. Using this ratio, and 5,000 is given to share.